March 19th to order, please. Roll call.
Alderman Catalano.
Here.
Alderman Jacob.
Here.
Alderman Lazara.
Here.
Alderman Sizmarsky.
Here.
Alderman E. Wesley.
Here.
Alderman R. Wesley.
Here.
Alderman Woods. Mayor Police.
Here. I declare quorum present. Please stand and join in Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I need a motion to approve the city council minutes of March 5th, 2015.
Make that motion.
Any questions or corrections? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That passes. Do any citizens wish to be heard on matters not listed on the agenda? Okay, I have no written communique. No mayor's report. Mr. Murmas, manager's report.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Two items. First and foremost, for the council members, we're still working out a couple of the glitches with the new agenda software. You may notice that the committee items didn't carry forward like they usually do in your council packet. They appear to carry forward, but when the packet gets sent out, they're somehow not transferring, so we're working on that, so we're aware that the committee items didn't transfer through. So if you're looking for them, they're not gonna be in there. So second item, and also for the residents at home that don't know, we are hiring a new community development director. Our current community development director is retiring after many years of service. He is retiring at the end of the month. So his replacement started this week. He's here tonight to introduce himself to the residents at home and to the council. I think he has a few words to say. It's Mr. Ed Cage is our new community development director.
First of all, I'd just like to say good evening to everyone, and thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to working with everyone, certainly the City Council, all the aldermen and the mayor. And obviously, Wooddale's a great community. You're all aware of all the positive things that this community has, and kind of moving forward into the future, a lot of exciting new projects that come along with some of the major projects that you guys will be seeing soon enough and under construction at this moment in time, Elgin O'Hare being one of them, and also the Downtown Vision Plan. A little bit about myself. I'm a planner first and foremost, but also have experience in economic development, zoning, and some building issues as well. And then I live not too far, neighboring community in Itasca. Lived there for about 15, 16 years. Married, have two small children that keep me busy. And then probably the last thing that I just, information I'd like to leave you with is that, I have an open door policy. You guys are very actively involved in this community. If you need anything from community development, don't hesitate to call, email, your preferred method of communication. And, really that's what the department is there for, to serve you as elected officials and you as residents and business owners. So with that, thank you.
I have one other item. Actually, it's not my item, but the mayor had another item to go back over.
Yeah, briefly regarding Wooddale Community Gala, thank you to the committee for a job well done. The 7 organizations, we don't have the exact dollar amount, but it's approximately raised $20,000 that evening for the 7 organizations. So it's a job well done for that committee.
That concludes my report.
Thank you. Consent agenda. With no objections, I'll entertain a motion to pass the 7 items on the agenda.
I make that motion. Second.
Questions, comments? Roll call.
Alderman Catalano.
Yes.
Alderman Jacob.
Yes.
Alderman Lazara.
Yes.
Alderman Sizmarsky.
Yes.
Alderman E. Wesley.
Yes.
Alderman R. Wesley.
Yes.
And that passes. Next, I'll entertain a motion to pass the items on the agenda. Item number 1, approval of partial payment request number 15 to the Williams Brothers Construction Incorporated in an amount not to exceed $379,642.50. Item number 2, approval of change order number 4 at the North Wastewater Treatment Plant in an amount not to exceed $31,537. Item number 3, a resolution seeking to approve an agreement contract between the City of Wooddale and MDL Tree Service for brush collection services in the not-to-exceed amount of $32,500. Item number 4, approval of an agreement with ComEd to provide upgraded services at the North Wastewater Treatment Plant in the not-to-exceed amount of $75,084.73. Item number 5, a resolution seeking to approve an agreement contract between the City of Wooddale and Robinson Engineering for construction management and the Woodside Streets project in the not-to-exceed amount of $21,650. Item number 6, a resolution seeking to approve an agreement contract, between the City of Wooddale and Robinson Engineering for construction management of the Ward 2 Phase 2 Streets project in the not-to-exceed amount of $147,350. Item number 7, approval of proposal to Frederickson Fire Equipment for the installation of an FM 200 fire suppression system in the computer server room in an amount not to exceed $10,446.86. Do I have a motion?
Make that motion.
Second.
Questions, corrections? Roll call.
Alderman Catalano.
Yes.
Alderman Jacob.
Yes.
Alderman Lazara. Yes. Alderman Sizmarsky.
Yes.
Alderman E. Wesley.
Yes.
Alderman R. Wesley.
Yes.
And that passes. Committee chairman reports, planning and zoning. That's Alderman Jacob.
No report.
Thank you. Public health and safety, Alderman Roy Wesley.
No report.
Thank you. Public works, Alderman Lazara.
Thank you, Mayor. I have 3 items. The first one is a resolution seeking to approve an agreement/contract between the City of Wooddale and Arkin Construction for the sanitary sewer on Central Avenue in the not-to-exceed amount of $321,999.92. That is my motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any comments or corrections? You guys, some, okay. Roll call.
Alderman Catalano.
Yes.
Alderman Jacob.
Yes.
Alderman Lazara.
Yes?
Alderman Sizmarsky.
Yes.
Alderman E. Wesley.
Yes.
Alderman R. Wesley.
Yes.
And that passes.
A resolution seeking to approve an agreement/contract between the City of Wooddale and Hoving Clean Sweep for street sweeping services in the not-to-exceed amount of $60,000. That is my motion.
Second.
Any comments? Alderman Roy Wesley?
Matt, how much would it cost to fix the street sweeper that we have now? Again?
Go ahead, Mr. York.
To fix a street sweeper, I have no idea how much it would cost to fix a street sweeper. We were in the process of, if this did not go through, is to purchase a new street sweeper, and we thought the cost would be between $250,000 and $300,000.
So you don't have an estimate? Is it not working at all, or the street sweeper?
Go ahead, Mr. York.
No, the street sweeper still works, but we figured it was up for replacement. We would need to replace it with a different type of sweeper, and by going with a contractual sweeping instead of doing an in-house sweeping, we can provide a higher level of service to the residents. So that's why we wanted to go to going to a contractual sweeping program instead of purchasing a new sweeper.
You have a
Okay.
follow-up, Alderman Wesley?
I do.
Go ahead.
With the governor proposing possibly cutting the income tax, we don't know what that may be yet. Do we have any, what's the dollar amount? What is gonna be possibly that the city of Wooddale would lose if they take the full 8% or whatever percentage they
Yeah.
take?
If you're talking about LGDF, it's, our share would be $700,000 if they took the full amount they're talking about,
So he was talking about half, so that's 300 and some thousand.
$350,000.
So is the city does the city have a plan for the budget coming up of $350,000? Where to cut, if that may happen?
Mr. Murmas, go ahead.
The finance director and I have spoken about this many a times. We feel at this point, not that wise to count on anything anybody's doing down in Springfield. So we have some contingencies, but they may not decide what they're doing for quite some time now. But we do have some strategies in place. Holding off on expenditures and, bigger items and whatnot is one of the options we could do. I don't think this topic is related to that, though.
You have a follow-up, Alderman Wesley?
Yes.
Go ahead.
I just want to make sure that we're not going to spend more than what we're taking in. And I don't want any residents suffer to get their streets done or sewers replaced. So that's what I'm looking at. And I'd like to see a plan from the finance department, where they're planning to cut, if that comes about.
Okay. Mr. Murmas, you want to comment? Go ahead.
Yeah, and we can talk about that in the coming weeks. Like I said, I think at this point, the picture's too foggy, really, to be honest.
Okay.
Alderman Sismarski. you're
Well,
next.
I understand where Alderman Wesley's going, but this is a plan in effect because we're not taking care of it. We can't take care of it on our own right now. Street sweep. That's why.
Yes, we have one.
No,
Go ahead.
it's in disrepair.
No, it isn't.
It's up, basically, it's up for replacement.
It's up for
And the
replacement.
discussion was, do we buy a new one, or do we,
Or we continue going.
or do we outsource the street sweeping and get more service? Is that correct, Mr. York?
Yes, the current sweeper still is functioning. It does not function to the level that we would like to see done on the streets of the city of Wooddale. And also, by sweeping more often, we will provide there's benefits to stormwater runoff. There's also benefits to just beautifying the city. And by sweeping 11 times a year instead of sweeping 7 times a year, and even if we would increase the sweepings even more than that, we would provide a higher level of service to our residents than we can provide currently in-house with the current street sweeper that we have. And plus, then we can utilize that time more efficiently doing other things.
Anything further? We have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Alderman Catalano.
Yes.
Alderman Jacob.
Yes.
Alderman Lazara.
Yes.
Alderman Sismarski.
Yes.
Alderman E. Wesley.
Yes.
Alderman R. Wesley.
Yes.
Alderman Woods.
Yes.
And that passes.
And we're going to skip item number 3. We're going to take that off.
Regarding item number 3, real quick, there was some questions on, I'm sure I know the answer, but make sure everybody's in agreement. The-
Legal,
Motion to
may I
table.
ask a question? To take it off, I think you need a motion to table it, because it's on agenda.
Make a motion to table it.
Second.
But
No, we need the motion, but, no, what I was gonna say is real quick. Let the manager know that, do you want the military emblems on the wall, do you want the lighting, and do you want irrigation around that whole area? That's just a simple 3 questions, so just let the manager know how you guys feel. I'm pretty sure they're all yeses, but I don't wanna speak for everybody. And roll call on the motion to table.
Alderman Catalano.
Yes.
Alderman Jacob.
Yes.
Alderman Lazara. Yes. Alderman Sismarski.
Yes.
Alderman E. Wesley.
yes,
Alderman R. Wesley.
Yes.
Alderman Woods.
Yes.
And that passes.
Number 4, a resolution seeking to approve an utility easement over city property with Commonwealth Edison for 2001-299 Irving Park Road North wastewater treatment plant.
Is that your motion?
That is my motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Questions on this? Roll call.
Alderman Catalano.
Yes.
Alderman Jacob?
Yes.
Alderman Lazara?
Yes?
Alderman Sizmarsky?
Yes.
Alderman E. Wesley?
Yes.
Alderman R. Wesley?
Yes.
Alderman Woods?
Yes.
And that's the end of my report.
And that passes. Thank you. Finance and Administration, Alderman Sismarski.
We have a resolution to adopt the municipal legislative positions and priorities of the DePage Mayors and Managers Conference for the 2015 legislative session. That is my motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any questions on this? Yes, Alderman Eugene Wesley.
Do we have a copy of those, they're going to propose or no?
It should have been attached. You didn't, still having technical difficulties?
Yes, yeah,
I'm sorry.
but that's fine. I'll pass it. I'll vote yes.
All right,
Wait till I take a,
roll call, please.
thank you. Alderman Catalano?
Yes.
Alderman Jacob?
Yes.
Alderman Lazara?
Yes?
Alderman Sizmarsky?
Yes.
Alderman E. Wesley?
Yes.
Alderman R. Wesley?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. Alderman Woods?
Yes.
And that passes. And that concludes your report? That concludes your report?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Under other business, under stormwater, Alderman Lazar, anything, or,
No, Mayor, we haven't had a meeting since
Okay.
last one.
thank you. O'Hare Noise, Alderman Jacob, anything?
Just a couple things.
ahead.
First of all, I just wanted to, in December 2014, the decibel reading in Wooddale was 67.9, which is second compared to Schiller Park out of all the communities. And also the complaints on the fair website in February was 245,771. In March through March 9th, it was 111,764. And that includes 80 different Wooddale residents' addresses complaining. Thank you.
Thank you. Approval list of bills, March 19, 2015, Alderman Sismarski.
March 19, 2015, I have a list of $831,318.20. There's my motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Questions?
Yes, Mayor, I have one.
No problem. Alderman Eugene Wesley?
On page 11A, two emergency generator electric control panel for $12,975.
Looks like Mr. York is going to take that one, okay? Mr. York?
Yes, sir, those are some transfer switches that we had approved through the council a while back. They were just installed
Oh, okay.
Anything
to
further?
transfer them from electric to ComEd to generator power back and forth.
Okay, that's fine. No, I'm done.
Anyone else? Alderman Tony Catalano.
On page 8, the Polatch appraisal group for $8,900, what is that for?
Mr. Bond?
That's for a property appraisal that was authorized.
And that's the much they charge us for the appraisal?
Yes,
Yeah.
and that it's a full appraisal, and that they did doing two portions of the property.
Okay, thanks.
Anything further? Roll call.
Alderman Catalano?
Yes.
Alderman Jacob?
Yes.
Alderman Lazara?
Yes?
Alderman Sizmarsky?
Yes.
Alderman E. Wesley?
Yes.
Alderman R. Wesley?
Yes.
Alderman Woods?
Yes.
And that passes. We need no executive session, no items to be referred. I need a motion to
So
adjourn.
move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.